What would you choose? I don't know.
Okay, welcome into our Valley Sports Online. We're live from Figaretti, our sponsor, for the Dave Linsly basketball coaches show. Today's second episode with Jimmy DiCarlo, and our guest today, our assistant coach Bubby Goodwin, and the point guard Jackson Murray, who we developed a little bit of a relationship with. Seeing Jackson now with all three sports, football, basketball, and baseball. I wish everybody a Merry Christmas. Live from Figaretti's, our sponsor. First, we'll talk to Coach Bubby Goodwin in his fifth season at Linsly. Tell us about your whole experience, working with Coach Wojcik. You had a illustrious background, and then your attitude in coming to Linsly, Bubby.
Being with Coach Wojcik has been great. I've learned a lot from him, especially about coaching and about life in general. But what made me come there was just the staff. First off, Coach Rose and Coach Taylor. Coach Taylor was one of my coaches when I was in high school, so that's what really attracted me to it. And then I always hear good things about Linsly. They treat you like family, and I found that to be true since I've been there. So.
We love that. We know you everybody knows Coach Wojcik, scheduled to be here, but I hope we don't even let so Bobby stepped in for it. We appreciate your time and your energy. Jackson, welcome you to the show. Appreciate what you're doing. Got all the respect in the world for you. I love the fact you're playing three sports. I think all kids should at least play two. Our schools aren't as big as they used to be, so other players got to play two. And that's a great thing that you're playing three. Congratulations on that.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
How do you feel about playing three? How do you manage your time and your studies? I know Coach Goodwin does a lot of your homework. How do you manage going to school and playing three sports? You're only four because you're playing Legion as well.
Well, I mean, I just take it day by day. I just do everything I can in the moment. Go to practice, get home, do everything as soon as possible, and then just start the next day. You don't have to go there. Just doing everything for the morning.
Jimmy,
I see you from Bellsville, is that right?
Yes, sir.
So what attracted you to come to Linsly is where it asked with Bubby?
Well, I'm the youngest of four boys, so and my cousin went here. So my brothers then followed him, so that's how I just got attracted to him. So I've just been here since my whole life. So it's just been natural for me to be here.
And you told us before, you told me a little bit ago, your number one sport right now as far as college goes would be baseball. But if an opportunity came to maybe play hoops and baseball together, would that still be in the cards? In college, tough to handle two sports in college.
It could be, but I don't know. I think it'd be difficult in college, especially with the responsibility of both sports.
What would you want to major in at this point in college? Do you know any field?
No, I was thinking something like with business, maybe something. Because my brother's in medical, maybe something like medical, but I'm not sure yet.
You that smart to be medical? Okay.
I could try.
We'll try everything, right? And talking about the season, we had the opportunity to do your first game. We appreciate everything about that. But you look good against Finch. I mean, you look good. Finch was a good basketball team. I knew from my days of coaching. I mean, we played Finch, and they're always good. But you handled them well, and you played well. Let's talk about Finch for a moment.
Like you said, good team, especially the guard. They had a great guard. We struggled a little bit to tame me, but we ended up getting the job done as a team. It's team effort, so I think we was just a little bit deeper than those guys, but at the end of the day, they still compete. They have a great team. They're doing good this year.
We were both impressed with your bigs getting the ball and handling going down court, especially the RA too. Getting rebounds and going coast to coast. You got 5 guys that were interchangeable.
Yes, sir.
And I thought Dave did a good job making the point guard for Fitch give the ball up by running and jumping, and you had protection under the rim there. You know, so tell us a little bit about interchangeableness of your players.
I mean, like you said, we got guys that can post up and they can bring the ball up the floor. One of our principles is really try to get them guys the ball. You know, we're usually bigger than other teams, so we want to take advantage of that. Like you said, they're very interchangeable. We got Diarra, he could be on the wing or he could go down low. Ruben's the same way, yours is the same way. Yours can run the wing very well. And so just trying to take advantage of our pieces. That's all. The guys we got, take advantage of it.
You want to be intelligent, but your kids, it seems like, have the green light to shoot anytime, anywhere, pretty much.
Don't pass up open shots. You know, we work on shooting every day, so we got faith in our guys that they can knock down shots, and I believe they got faith in themselves as well.
I love the fact of, I mention it all the time, regardless of the games that we do. I love a big man or a big guard. I don't like the outlet. I like the dribble outlet. I like the rebound and go, and what an advantage that lends, you know, to a big man being able to push the ball, and Linsly is able to do that with their big team.
Yep. Yes, sir, we are. Yeah.
Jackson, does that take a load off of you as a guard? You know, you just look to fill a lane when the big guy gets the ball?
Yeah, it's like, well, I see him get the rebound, I just go because I know he's gonna come push the ball. He might pitch it to me, and I pitch it back right back to him. So it's just like a very simple game that we got going on.
You know, you had it going against Austin Town Fitch, and then everybody, we had to check the score. You know, we know Morgantown's which is in your game too. We know Morgantown is a strong basketball team. I mean, they've been beating everybody up at the OVAC for the past 4 or 5 years, and maybe beyond that. But you know, the score, you know, 80-some to 40-some. You know, I thought it was a misprint. Let's talk about Morgantown game a little bit.
Like you said, they're known. They had a good program every year. Even when I was in school, they always kept a good program, kept good players. They play well together, play good as a team. So, you know, sometimes you can come into a game and do all the right things and it still don't go your way. And I think that's just kind of what happened with us. Missed a lot of easy shots, lost a lot of 50-50 balls, and, you know, kind of went their way.
Well, how was your effort? Was your effort up to par and the shots just weren't falling?
Yes, I would say that it was definitely up to par. I'd like to compete a little bit more, you know, down 40. You know, of course we want more, but like I said, sometimes it just don't go your way. I mean, you could be doing all the right things. That's just how the game goes sometimes. So just got to learn from it, bounce back. We got some tough ones coming up, so got to put that one behind us.
Well, there are no slouches on the schedule.
There's not.
You know, and you're going to get better. The better teams that you play is going to make you better. There's no question about that. Jimmy?
Yeah, you know, in reference to Morgantown, we know Dave Wojcik and his staff team is fundamentally sound as anybody in the Valley. We know your practices are as hard as anybody in the Valley. What can you take away from this loss as a benefit to help you for future games? Because you are fundamentally sound. You have tough practices. Maybe not being complacent or anything?
I would say just be a little bit more physical. And just come ready from the jump, you know. Instead of waiting to fill them guys out, we got to do what we do right from the tip, you know. Just take it at them guys instead of waiting to see what they got and then responding. You know, throw the first punch, if you'll say.
You got a new. I'm sorry, go ahead.
When you talk about Morgantown, how did their personnel match up with you and your height? You're a big team. I mean, was the difference, you think, in the ball handling? Or what could you say if you had to do one thing over again? What would it have been going into that game?
Probably guard a little better on the perimeter. Like you said, they definitely got some good players down there. They got some good guards. I think we're bigger than them, but just because you're bigger doesn't mean anything. It's about who plays harder and who makes the right decisions during the game.
Jackson, what was your team? What was the team's attitude? You know, you guys got a good basketball team, and you find yourself down. You know, what was you guys thinking about? What was your mentality?
We went in the game just thinking to play our game and just do what we do, but then we got hit off the jump, They know off the first game. We won our first game. We hit them. It was weird for us to get hit first. So it was just like a shock to us, I guess, and we just fell back and just let it happen. But I mean,
I can relate to that.
You know, there's a lot of fast breaks on your team, so you're not always handling the rock. But you changed this year from shooting guard to point guard, right?
yes, sir.
And how do you like that role change?
I don't mind it. I mean, I always dribble the ball. It's just the same as getting the ball because in the wing you get the rebound and go. It's just the same. You're just handling the offense and the defense right now.
But you're kind of in charge of the offense in the quarter-court game, and sometimes you're going to have to play a quarter-court game. Is that a little different than what you had to do last year?
A little bit, but I always had a job to do, and you just got to do it no matter what position you're in. So I just think it's just what you got to do.
Do you think you guys were surprised by the game in Morgantown? Did you expect them to be as good as they obviously are?
I mean, I kind of expected them to be good. Like you said, since I've been in school myself and since I was at Park, Morgantown's always had a good team, good program. They always play hard, play as a team. So I kind of expected
they got a local guy coaching them, I think they do, don't they? I think they'd be a Brooke Brewer.
From Magnolia. He used to coach the Magnolia guy. Yeah, Dave Talman, I think.
Yeah, that's him. Good coach, great coach, actually. Great coach. You got great staff over there. I think we kind of knew that they was going to be good, but like he said, we kind of let them hit us first instead of taking it to them. So,
what kind of lesson as a player can you take from that, Jack?
Just don't let it happen again. Just strike first. Play as hard as you can from the start. Just don't take anything from nobody.
I think that's the biggest thing. I mean, just looking at your makeup of your team and looking at the schedule that you play with so many challenges. I mean, I think, thank goodness, you learned a lesson early in the year, going to change your whole mind, mentality, and approaching these games moving forward because you don't have any cupcakes.
No, we don't. This is probably the toughest schedule that we had since I've been here, my last 5-6 years. So it's definitely what we wanted. That we wanted to compete. We didn't want to play easy teams, and just be beating people by 20 or 30. We want to compete. We want to get better. We want to have to prove ourselves every game. So
some of the places you're going are there college coaches at these kind of showcase games or tournaments that you're in?
I would believe so. We got a couple of good players, and there's other teams. These other teams that we're playing, they got good personnel as well. So. I believe that there is going to be coaches there watching these guys.
Let's talk about this weekend's games, huh? You're playing Spring Mills at Warren's
Yes,
local?
at Warren local.
That's tomorrow, right?
That is tomorrow, yes, sir.
A little bit about Spring Mills?
They're going to be like Morgantown. They played Morgantown in the championship last year. So it'll be another tough test for us. Won't be easy. So
you're always playing up, aren't you? You guys are a lot smaller than those two.
I know they got 5 guards. They want to spread the floor and they want to attack. So we got to be ready to guard.
And then you're gonna come back home and then go where?
We got Parkersburg South on Monday, and that will be at Parkersburg South.
So a little bit of travel here before Christmas.
This whole month we'll be traveling. We won't have a home game again until January. I think like January 4th, January 7th.
How do you deal with that constantly, like being road warriors here in the month of December?
I like it personally. I think it makes us tougher as a team. Brings us together closer. You got to go on the road to fight. I mean, we're usually the underdogs. Nobody thinks we're the big dogs when we come to a gym. They kind of think it's an easy win. So we like to prove teams wrong.
How's your now that you guys are out of school? How's your whole practice setup go now as far as no school?
I mean, it's kind of the same. We could kind of move the times earlier. We got more time during the day to actually do stuff, but it's really the same. Just maybe earlier time. Instead of waiting until after school, we can go a little earlier, get it out the way. Then guys got the rest of the day to focus on exams, or if they have homework over the break, they focus to do that.
Are you dealing with an exam week now?
We just finished exam week, so everybody should be done with exams.
How'd you do on your exams? I know Bubby couldn't be in the classroom with you to help you out, so how'd you do, Jackson?
I think I did pretty good on mine.
So you played how many years ago at Park?
I graduated 2011, so
What do you
been a while.
see besides maybe social media a little bit? What do you see as the difference today and when you played?
more jump shots, a lot more jump shots. People just settling for the threes, which, I mean, it's part of the game. The game's changing every day, but I think it was a lot more driving, probably a little bit more ISO too, 1-on-1 back when I played. So that would be the main thing. I think they let you play a little bit more too now. I think they allow you to bump a little bit more than they did back in the day.
with that.
You know?
Officials a little more lenient than before.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think officiating is a lot more lenient than back in the day. You get frustrated with that, Jackson? I mean, you got fouled and there ain't no call because they're letting them go a little bit.
If it's a like a no call like act, I mean yeah, but I mean I just play through it no matter what. Just don't let them affect me. No matter what they do, I mean I just keep playing my game.
Looking down the road, Bubby, what do you think will be the biggest improvement from game 2 now to game 3?
Aggressiveness, physicalness. I think we'll be more physical. I mean, I've already seen it in a couple of practices that we've had since the Morgantown practice, but I think just the physicalness and aggressiveness. I think we'll come out more ready to go. We won't be timid at times. Like we'll play through the bump. Now that we know that that's how they're calling games, we'll play through the bump. Instead of stomping on the bump, expecting a foul, we'll play through it.
Do you experience loose officiating everywhere you go, or do you think it's just an area thing here?
Everywhere. It's kind of changing everywhere, yeah. I'll say some other places, they let you be a little bit more physical, too, when we go to these out-of-town states and, out-of-state games. And I think it's just depending on where you're at.
Most of your games, do you have a pregame with a JV, or is it like half and half?
Half and half. Some games, like this game tomorrow, we won't have a JV game. It's a showcase. There will be no JV game. It's all straight varsity.
Are there other teams going to be there?
Yes, there will.
How many games are there?
I'm not positive on who's going to be there or how many. I'm not sure on that. I kind of focus on our game.
Right.
That's more Woj. He will know that.
Isn't that the object of Linsly, to try to get these guys looked at in scholarships?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And we know that DRA is going to San Diego. How many other guys are committed or close to committed, I guess?
I think DRA is the only one that's committed on the team right now. I think we got a couple guys that's got a top 3, maybe top 2 that they want to go to, but they haven't committed yet.
DRA is a special talent. And going to San Diego State, I mean, it co-signs that. How did you see his progression to get to this point?
He puts in work, man.
Cousin, right?
Yes, my little cousin. And I've seen it since he was young. I mean, you don't have to tell him to go to the gym. If anything, you got to tell him to leave the gym. He loves to put in the work, and I think he's come a long way. He was used to being a big when he was littler because he's always taller than guys. As he got older and people started catching up to him height-wise, he got to kind of move to the wing and handle the ball a little bit more. So I think he's came a long way from where he started, and I think he's going to continue to get better. I think he has a high ceiling.
What I loved about him the most is you could see the talent.
Yep.
Right off the bat, you could see the talent. What I liked about him just sitting there broadcasting the game was you could tell how he was tuned in to the coaches.
Yep.
He was looking for direction. And I think that when you got a kid that got that type of talent and he still wants to be coached, that's a special thing. I think that's a great thing about the art.
Yeah, he knows that there's still room to improve. I mean, you got NBA guys that still work out every day, so there's always room for improvement. You can never settle. You got to try to get better every day.
I was really impressed with your team chemistry. You guys are very unselfish, giving balls up to somebody else, and that's a compliment to Dave and the coaching staff with you guys. Also, when we interviewed before, Adam Gill had mentioned that Dave helped him for golf. He's helping him try to get a golf scholarship. I'm sure Coach Wojcik, with all his connections, not only helps kids for basketball and life, but to help them, like Jackson, maybe get a baseball scholarship, making a call. So you can't beat that, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I mean, he, like you said, he does more than just basketball. He tries to coach you, give you life lessons, try to help you with anything you might need. So, and if he can't do it, he'll point you in the right direction to get that help. So that's just one thing I've learned about coaching. You got to try to have, it's not just about basketball, it's about everything, about the way of life.
Jackson?
I mean, he said it. Woj is a great guy. He puts you in the right position to make the plays. He's just a great coach, great guy. He'll teach you everything that you need to know.
All right, that's beautiful to hear. This is the High Valley Sports Online, live from Figaretti's, our Christmas edition of our show. I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. I want to thank Dino Figaretti for having us here, Coach Goodwin and player Murray to stop by. We appreciate it. Thank you all for joining us. And we'll see you January 3rd from Linsly, the Linsly School, as they take on
Dover, maybe?
Dover.
Yes, sir. Dover.
That's the next time we'll see you. Until then, for Tony Lelly and Danny Bogle, Jimmy DiCarlo, Jackson Murray, and Bubby Goodwin, this is Ray Suckoch. Thanks for watching, everybody. High Valley Sports Online. Merry Christmas.
If you want to be more independent, you should take the road less traveled. Linsly makes all the difference. Come on, we'll show you.
There's a lot to love here. A great campus, the atmosphere. We love the feeling of being part of a community, or just hanging out, or playing, even making a school TikTok. We love belonging. We love getting better. The challenges, accomplishing more, caring more, and growing more. Being in a fun and safe environment. We love learning, the environment to foster learning, the classrooms, the academics, the diverse studies. We love the personalized help, the teachers, the college preparation, and the help with life goals. Of course, we also love our sports teams, the winning attitude, the competition, the athletic achievements, both men's and women's teams, all supported with a school spirit that is amazing. We love the special events, expanding our horizons, the arts, the culture, the exposure to many cultures, the global perspective. We love the whole area and the waterfront.
We love having the confidence to be ourselves.
To be me.
Be me.
Be me.
Having confidence to believe in myself, doing it right, knowing myself, growing myself. The road less traveled, it makes all the difference. We love Linsly because it's a place to learn, to lead, and to live.
Discover United Dairy in Wheeling, West Virginia, where freshness meets quality. Our milk, cheese, and yogurt are packed with essential nutrients, supporting strong bones and a healthy lifestyle. Experience the creamy goodness and local flavors that elevate your meals. Choose United Dairy, where every sip and bite nourishes your body and community.
Welcome to Figaretti Restaurant in Wheeling, West Virginia, where every bite tells a story. Indulge in our homemade pasta, rich sauces, and fresh local ingredients. Whether it's a family gathering or a romantic dinner, Figaretti's warm atmosphere and exceptional service make every meal unforgettable. Come savor the flavors of Italy today.
Hello, I'm Dino Figaretti from Figaretti's Restaurant, where we're a proud sponsor of the Linsly Cadets basketball team. Please stop in before or after the game for a good plate of spaghetti and meatballs.